Ah, good evening. Just about drowned myself. Um, wow, a lot of really cool things have been happening. Brian Grimmer and I are cracking open the state right down the middle. Um, prejudice. Stupid computer. I hate it. The plugin, it's not working right. There it goes. Okay. Anyhow, the city council meeting in Ellensburg I believe it was last week, yeah. It was last Monday. Went quite well. I did draw out, basically what I did when I went to the city council meeting. I studied everybody. I watched all the body language of everybody, and I zeroed one out in particular to ask a question to start off my conversation. And it offended her, but oh well. I had to draw out and show the ignorance of the subject, which is the lack of knowledge of cannabis and hemp, and how people that lack the knowledge are the ones making the rules. Okay, so she suggested to Brian that I don't speak at the county council meeting, but I did. I had to, because I had to. The things that were being said were asinine because it lacked knowledge. Like the prosecutor, good Lord, he was the junior prosecutor, deputy prosecutor, or whatever. It wasn't like the county prosecutor, because I've talked to him on the phone. I can't remember his name right offhand. But anyhow, that was on a patient where he was a retired doctor that was a patient, and yeah, it was, but I don't know whatever happened. I'm assuming the charges got dropped, because I didn't hear anything more. Anyhow, this guy is all supremacy clause, the feds trump the state, and I'm like, you know what? This right here, the First Amendment, blocks shit like that from being put in there, like the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment is shit. It's invisible to me. I don't even recognize it. Supremacy, really? We use words like that still? It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And the First Amendment was worded the way it was to block shit like that from being put in the Constitution. Anything that oppresses our freedom is not allowed in the Constitution. Period. I get to see people all the time that take pills and they would rather do cannabis, but they're scared because they'll lose their job. Really? I held my job down fine for years. Functioned. Easy. It's easy to do. That's what it just disgusts me that people have to go to pills that kill their liver because people continue to be ignorant and stupid. And it's stupidity. And I'm sorry if it fucking offends people, but it's stupid. I'm done. I'm so done with it. Bigotry. Let's call it for what it is. It's pure ass bigotry. Oh, we can drink all the time, pop pills all the time, but we want to do something that's safe. And we can't because you want to continue to be 75 years plus ignorant. I'm not ignorant, and I'm not gonna. The ignorance has to stop, people. Ignorance. The bigotry is so deep on cannabis that people don't even want to listen to what you have to say. They don't care because the feds are supreme. People have allowed this to happen by counting on the school 100% to teach their children. I get pissed when I hear parents, oh, the school's not doing their job. No, bitch, you're not doing your job. Plain and simple. If you let them teach your kids, they're going to teach your kids to be apathetic and not care what's going on. How do you think the government's been programming the kids through the Department of Education? Duh. Wake the fuck up. You are responsible for 80% of your child's education. Sorry, it's not even 50-50. You're responsible. I would say more than 80. I would say more like 90% of your child's education should be to the parents. And if you don't, then your kid grows up to narc you out. Pfft, bye. You know, you deserve it because you're stupid and you should hit yourself in the face with a skillet. Okay? Plain and simple. You are 90% responsible for your child's education. You know? But yeah, it's bigotry, and I'm sick and tired of it. I shouldn't have to be herded into pills because I can't take pills. I cannot take pills. Period. You know, open your eyes, government. It's not going to happen. It's not going to get into the hands of the pharmaceutical companies because that's what's happening right now. We have the 10th Amendment and the 14th Amendment slapping each other around. And in the meantime, like I explained to the county council today, while all this is going on, and law enforcement, I feel for them, they're confused too. All this is going on. That's all neat and that's all great, but the patients are in the middle being squished by the meat grinder while all of this is going on. And I don't think that's fair. And I told them that's why I do what I do. I'm an advocate. I'm quite knowledgeable on many things, and I even befriended the undersheriff. I even befriended him. And I'm going to talk with him and, you know, about getting things organized and some regulation in place. Because it needs to be done. Period. But I did make it known to them that the 10th Amendment and patients do have a right to exercise it no matter what they decide. Because he made a strong, one of them, the one to the far left that I believe is friends with the preacher guy, that's the guy he was talking about. His words were sharp and harsh when he would speak. And the other two were, you know, they weren't, you know, as bad. The guy with the mustache, he was kind of intimidating a little bit, but anyhow. But yeah, I've got the undersheriff's name and phone number. I mean, that's what we want, is just tolerance. That's all we're asking for. That's all anybody wants, is tolerance. And speaking of that, haters, y'all know who you are. Do the world a favor, sit down and shut the fuck up. Okay? You know who you are. Sit down and shut the fuck up. That's all I got to say for that. Yeah, tomorrow's victims. I am going to, and I'll videotape it too. We'll be doing coffee tomorrow. Don't you worry. Arizona, the state attorney general, the federal, I think it's the federal level. No, it's the state, I don't know. Either state or federal, I can't remember what level he's on. Attorney general has filed a lawsuit, is wasting taxpayers' money. Really? Oh, you know you're getting a call. And then Jersey governor's office. I'm going to get the number. I'm going to post it. We need to implode their phone lines. They're actually going to put a medical marijuana patient with MS in jail. Really? Are you that stupid? I think so. So we need to, boom, implode their phone lines. The governor. Because he's the only one that has the authority to say, stop. Because the thought of somebody with MS going to jail just makes me want to puke on my computer, okay? Just puke on my computer. That's all I got to say is just puke. Puke, puke, puke. Really? Anyhow, I'm gonna stand down a little bit on my on my posting on the White House wall. I'm still gonna paste stuff, but it's gonna just be quotes from our forefathers. It's not gonna be any more calling the CIA to the carpet, because I was told I'm kind of ruffling some feathers, and yeah, and I got a file, and yeah, so, alright, I can take a hint, but you better take a fucking hint. Gooberment, we're watching you. We're all watching you. Remember, trust nobody.